Hi, everybody. My name is Bernabé Lopez. I'm journalist of Telemundo, and I appreciate your watches this video in live because it's the first interview with a personal. In this case, Juan Carlos, and Juan Carlos, welcome for this first interview in English. Good evening, everybody. Today we have a special interview. Uh, Juan Carlos is a recognized parapsychologist and UFO expert. Welcome, my friend Juan Carlos. Good evening.
Hello, hello, Bernabe, and I'm very happy to be in your channel. Yes, it's very interesting things we are going to talk about today about predictions, what will happen this year, 2023, about countries, about the politicians in all the world, not only in Bolivia. Around the world, is it going to be new wars? Is it going to be new illness or something like this?
Oh, yes, Juan Carlos. I'm very glad for your time because it's a lot of time that we have a really good friendship and another interviews with Telemundo, with the studio director from Colombia, and appreciate it really. But the first question, we're going to talk about this year 2023. So I wish you the best in this year, in your ways, in your plans. So we're going to know what will happen this year, my friend Juan Carlos.
This year in the Chinese calendar is the rabbit. You know the rabbit is a small animal, it's very shy, and it's very small, and it is going to be a very prosperity, a lot of prosperity in all the world. You must take the interest things like the rabbit, for example, if it is very fast when it's running, uh, the life for the all mankind of the people of the world will be run very fast like a rabbit. So it is not going to be slow. Will be there is a lot of money. There is going to be a longevity for all the people who will born this year, and it's going to live quite a lot, like about 90 years or 95 years, for example. It's going to be very interesting, but the rabbit is always attent if when it's going to attack like eagles, like dogs, and so it's going to be very interesting because you must be careful all the year. So all the things will be good, but be careful with the life. All the people must be dangerous in all the world. So it's going to be good things and bad things.
Okay, Juan Carlos, we're gonna take care. Juan Carlos, tell us how do you have this power? What will happen in the past year with when you was a child, with your connection with the aliens?
Yes, when I was a little child, for about 14 years ago, when I was living in La Paz, I have an accident. I always like to go up the hills in La Paz, you know, the hills, to see all the city with a binocular. So it was January the 24th, that in 1986, when I go to that place on that hill. It was about 5 o'clock in the afternoon. It's going to be late for me because I was young, very young. I
Yeah.
ran. I ran in the hill because it was very late. The dogs ran after me and they bite me, and they bite me. The dogs. I didn't understand what happened. So I fell down the hill. I fell down the hill. I don't know what will happen with me. I think I was going to be died. I think I'm going to be broken my arms and legs. I think that my parents don't catch me if I die. I think about my brother because he was very small yet, and my grandmother and father, my mother. So I put on the floor. I recognize my body. I was all good. No broken arm, no broken head, no broken legs. I was very healthy. In the moment while I was falling down, I feel that someone or something catch
Yeah.
me like a mother who catch the baby. I
Oh,
don't
it's
know.
very
I didn't
amazing.
know. I didn't know nothing about extraterrestrials or UFO because my parents don't believe in that. My father, like all politicians, the communists and the right thinks about politicians, and he has that kind of things about politicians. My mother don't like religious. She died 7 years ago, and my grandmother nothing about religious. Nobody in my family believe in anything, only pragmatic things, nothing else. And me, I didn't believe in nothing because my parents don't believe. But in that moment that I fall down the hill, I feel the energy of a very strange creature that catch me, that catch me. When I was in my bed, because I was very weak about all the uh, crashes in my body, that creature came to me and talked with me like telepathy. I didn't understand what is telepathy. I don't know anything about extraterrestrial. I didn't know nothing. But each creature says me, I am from outer of space. I am going to teach you all about the universe, about the reincarnation, about all the mysteries of the universe. And I'm going to teach you about your powers of inside you that exist inside you. I didn't know what's happening. So slowly, year by year, he teach me all things. That's the reason I have that power that all the mankind, not only me, all the mankind have. You have, Bernabe, my friends, you have the power. Mind is very power. Our spirit
Yes, I
is
remember.
very power.
Told me.
So
Uh-huh.
we have the powerful inside us, not outside. Inside us, we have the power. For example, uh, do you know what the difference between spirit and soul? Do you understand,
Oh no,
Bernabe? Or
I don't know. What is the difference? What is the
okay,
difference? Because
that
the soul is different of the spirit, right?
spirit and soul.
Yeah.
Soul is
What is the
different.
difference?
And okay, that's the teachings from the that culture. Its name is Otar. It's from other space. It's a lion. It's a lion from the outer space. Okay, spirit is the energy, electric energy that is in the pineal gland, here inside in the middle of the brain. That's the
Oh,
spirit. Is living the spirit in that place. I repeat, in the middle of the brain is the pineal gland. That's the spirit living. Is electrical. You know, when we need to move the hands, head, body, foot, etc., you must
to
think.
run, for
Uh,
example.
yeah, it the message is electrical to the hands, to the head, to the tongue and mouth to speak, and the soul is very different. The soul is the actor that we are in this planet. You are Bernabe Lopez. That's the actor. Your soul is in the heart. It's very different. The spirit
Yeah.
and the soul is magnetic. The heart is
Okay.
magnetic. Is magnetic. So if you give for all the mankind, you are going to be very magnetic. All the people will going to you. They must be with you all the time. But if you hate the people, animals, and other things, you repel all people, all animals, because you are in hate. So if you are good, that soul will be good. It's magnetic. But the connection, the spirit and the soul is very important. This spirit is having the experience with that actor that it is magnetic. Your soul is magnetic and it's having all the experiences. You are a journalist, another one's a doctor, another a driver, taxi driver, or what you like. You have the experiences in different lives, in different places, in different times, in different years, in different centuries. So the spirits have the experiences, but it must be one actor, like a theater. You are having your playing, you are playing an action in your life. That's the reason, the difference between spirit and soul. Spirit have all the experiences in your life. When you die, when the people die, all that experiences is recorded in the spirit. All, yeah, the same as
Yeah.
you record anything. Record all, and that spirit have that experience recorded, and have another experience in other body. If you want to be a woman, a man, or animal, you have the experience, and you need another soul to have an actor to be an play an action in the next life. That's the difference between one and other one.
It's very amazing. It was the beginning of your career to see the future, Juan Carlos. So I have another question. In this way, so I have another experience. Do you think that the war in Ukraine continue?
I will channel it now. The Ukraine war against the Russia or the Russia against Ukraine not going to end this year 2023. It isn't going to end. Will continue till 2024 because the intervention of the NATO in that conflict will be very important, but not this year, 2023, will be the 24 next year. So we have a lot of time, about 12 months.
Okay, thank you, Juan Carlos. Oh, so another case. So there are many changes in this war. For example, in the environment, though we have a lot of problems, disasters, earthquakes, floods. Uh, what will happen this in this war?
We are making a lot of changes. Not only the human is making the changes in the climate, all the weather, not only
Yeah.
the, it's about the great planet is approximating to this one of from our planet. Its name is Nibiru. Every 20,000 years approximately, this planet approaching every time 20,000 years. You must understand that it is
Yeah.
the making all the earthquakes, all the floods, all things, but not the climate about the changing. estimate exactly, but it is the one of the cause of the approaching of this planet Nibiru will be a lot of disasters, but not is the end of the Earth of the so it's going to be very important, not end of the world, not end of the world. It's going to be the beginning of the other cycle of this planet. Every time, 20,000 years, it must be all changes, like the Atlantis disappeared 20,000 years ago, Mu or Lemury
Yeah.
20,000 years ago, and other ones, but it's very near of us, the Lemury and the Atlantis. It's the continents that disappeared in about cause about the Nibiru.
Oh, it's very important your opinion about this future of this world. So in Bolivia, I have another question, my dear Juan Carlos. What happened with this problem with Camacho, the governor of Santa Cruz? He is in the jail of Chicocoro. What will happen with this person, Juan Carlos?
Mr. Camacho, the governor of Santa Cruz, is very weak and very ill. He's going to have a lot of problems in health if the government of the Bolivian government don't attend it his life and his health. He's going to be very problems because if I'm not going to say if he's going to die. If he died, yeah, if he dies, the governor of Santa Cruz, the Bolivian government will be it's going to be very problem. It's going to have a lot of problems, international problems, because it's going to be a lot of problems. Because I'm not going to be exactly the death of that governor because it must be very careful. If the governor or government of Bolivia don't must not have another international problem. I'm going to say that only because it's very um, delicate to talk about it.
Yeah, that
Yeah,
the health
that
of
the health of
Camacho
Connecticut
is
is
going
going
bad,
bad,
not good.
not good.
His
No,
health
no.
is not good. He's very ill. He's very weak. This person is very weak. Physically is very weak, not is strong. So that's the reason he has a lot of problems in his health. He don't eat and drink healthy things, food. So that's the reason he's the problems of health with him.
Thank you, Juan
Thank you,
Carlos.
Juan Carlos.
So who
So
will
who will
be
be
the government
the
of
government of
Luisar
Louisiana
in the countries in the
in the
political
countries and the
situation?
political situation?
Mr. Arce Catacora is very intelligent to do the things. He's going to apartate from the uh, mass, the aggregation of mass, the politician and mass. He's apartate from there. He's going to have his own politician group. So it's going to be a new candidate in the 2024 to be a new president the next 2025. So he's
Five,
going to
right?
be aparted from the mass, is the occupation of Evo Morales. It's going to be a division between them. Because if he wants to win the election that in 2025, he must change all things, Mr. Arce Catacora, including the situation of the governor of Santa Cruz, Mr. Camacho. He don't change the things, he's not going to win the election in the 2025.
Oh, oh,
Oh, oh,
I'm
I'm
very
very
surprised for your opinion.
for your
But
opinion.
finally, what do you
Finally, what
think
do you
with
think
the
with the
president of
president
Brazil,
of Brazil, Lula da Silva?
Mr. Lula da Silva is a socialist, of course, but he's going to have a lot of problems with the population that don't agree with him. There is a right and a left in politicians, but a lot of people who don't support him, he's going to be strikes all time. The army members in Brazil don't accept that president. They don't like him. He's going to have a lot of problems with the army in Brazil. I think that he's not going to end the period of the government in Brazil.
thank you,
Thank you,
Juan Carlos, for your
Carlos,
time,
for your time,
for your
for your
forecasts and
forecast and
presentation.
presentation.
I
I
admire you
admire
and
you and
appreciate
appreciate
your
your
collaboration for this
collaboration for this
interview.
interview.
I have
I have
a problem
a
with
problem with
the return on my
return on my
headphones. Thank you, Juan Carlos.
thank
What is
you,
your
Carlos.
final words,
What is your
please?
final words, please?
Yeah, don't be afraid of this year. You must be very positive in all kinds of things. Practice meditation. I'm going to end saying that the extraterrestrial beings will be in contact with us all this year. It's going to be very good news about it. About if you want to participate in one of the experiments that I'm going to do this year, you're welcome, Bernabe, because I'm going to make activities very interesting this year. You will come with me if you want.
Okay,
Okay,
thank you.
thank you.
For all
And
our
for all
audience,
our
I wish
audience, I wish
2023
2023
uh,
uh,
energy,
energy,
the
the
meaning.
meaning,
I
and
appreciate
appreciate
again for
again
your
for your
Ricardo. I
Carlos.
wish you
I wish
that
you that
you're
you're
gonna be
gonna
like
be like a
year.
year of you.
Thank you, and
And
blessed.
blessed you.
It's the same for you. I wish you a lot of exit about this year because it's very important for us. All the uh, your activities, your travels around the Bolivia or around the world, you must be very important things to do.
Thank you, Juan Carlos.
Thank you, Juan Carlos.
For everybody,
For
for
everybody,
watching.
thank you for watching.
Bye bye.
Okay,
Bye bye.
bye bye.
Bye bye.